Alright, let's take a look-see here through the release notes. 1.1.3 welder fix will repair also chrome parts, interior tool fix, engine stand fixed positioning, engine stand fixed scale, bolt reptile emission fix, avalanche emission fix, VH overhead 8P engine clip fix. Alright. They fixed those. I've still got to find one of those shitty old Pintos. The Salem Flamer. Maybe if we can get the Fastback and the Imperator off the lift, we should be good. I know we started on the Imperator, it's already disassembled. I want to see what happens, what it looks like without doing a new profile, to see if the engine stand fix works. Still takes forever to load. Anytime, Cupcake. Oh, I'm hearing sounds. Come on, you can do it. There we go. So our Delray is there, and holy crap, look at this, they fixed it. The engine actually sits correctly on the stand now. Oh my god, it's a miracle. It's a freaking miracle. It's not facing through the block, or yeah, the block's not facing through the stand. Holy shit. Alright, so we got some repair. Oh, I destroyed a subframe, are you kidding me? Okay, we're done with that. No stock wheels. Well, the good news is we got everything up to 100 except for the exhaust pipes. Yep, that's not good enough. I don't want just random parts. What's up, Danny? Yep, we destroyed the front cross member. Good job, repair table. What do I have a rear drive axle? Oh, because this thing has that weird rear end in it. Rear drive axle, rear end. No, I don't want to sell that. Yo, Tank, what's up? Things are starting to look somewhat decent. Oh, a piston took a shit. Now that's just that, but this is what's really freaking me out. Look at this. They fixed the engine stand. I still can't get over that. Yeah, I still haven't been able to find a shitty old Pinto. If I can find one, we'll restore it, but I'm still kind of blown away that they finally fixed the fucking engine stand and have the shit face in the right direction. That's like a miracle. How is there still exhaust in the car? I stripped everything off. Okay, so they haven't fixed that because that wasn't there yesterday. It's like it threw half of my exhaust on the car. But no, it gave me an extra one. Alrighty then. Well, they must have hired somebody because they fucking actually fixed something for once. I know it's a shocker for all of us. We're used to seeing the broken ass game. And to be honest with you guys, when I read that they fixed the stand, I was automatically calling bullshit in my head, but I looked at it, we all saw it, and it's fixed. I know that was annoying as shit. Alright, so we need suspension parts. We're gonna need, I think that was a rear sway bar B. If it wasn't, who cares? Which means it's gonna take 2 of these, it's gonna take... Fuck it, we'll just buy a bunch of them. Here, let's just buy 20, because I know we're gonna need them for the front end. Buy those. I know we need another wheel hub, 3 I think, yeah. And I'm not sure what else we broke on the car. Oh yeah, shock absorbers, we're gonna put those on. I know we're gonna need the rear springs, I know we're gonna need the spring caps. This is the Delray Imperator, aka what I would call their fake ass Charger. Really, it takes the freaking A's. Hey Amber. Of course this car would take weird parts. And then looking at the news on the game, apparently tomorrow we're supposed to get different varieties of engines, which hopefully that includes a supercharged motor. Because we did the, what the hell was it? It was the Emden Lots GT that had a turbo on it. We were actually able to do that, so that was kind of cool. So we're going to get all this stuff put together here. And I'm not really digging the current color of the car, so we'll be changing that too as well. Just angle this right. Rear arm Bs, those all survived. That's less parts we gotta put on. Now since we're back here, let's go ahead and get the fuel tank. Dream car. That's a tough one. Probably a oh god, I don't know. It'd be old. I know that much. I really like the old Oldsmobile 442s. But a dream car. Alright, dream car is any car on the planet. Shit. That's really a tough question. There's so many cars I really like, and to narrow it down to just one specific, it'd be more like a garage of cars. I'd have a car I'd drive Monday, one for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and so on. So we've broken up our arm. Broken upper arm. The wheel hub in. Well, hub cover. I've had a Chevelle already. A 70 SS 454. Too much balls. Too much weight. Power steering. Oh wait, there wasn't power steering. It was a pain in the ass. Yeah, you can touch. I wouldn't touch a Corvette. We built them in high school, and no, those things are death traps. Nice cars, but they're death traps. Front cross member C, where are you? Right there. First time we've broken a subframe in a long time. Let's get all our bushings in, that way we don't have to worry about it later on. Like, what am I missing? So now we need our knuckles. Both of those thankfully survived. So do our covers and our hubs. Bearing, cap. Lower arm on. So now we need a front sleeve RB. Hopefully I bought the right end links. We won't know until I also need inner and outer tie rods too. You know what we're missing? We are missing some tunage here. Yeah! No. This doesn't sound too bad. I've seen a lot of Kevin MacLeod, a lot. And we'll just go with that for now. See if that works. Music. Alright, let's go back to parts. So now we need to build our front struts, which is going to be the front shock absorber. And now we're going to run under the car because it's the safe thing to do. What the f*** could be in the tool? No, I want front shock absorber. Thank you. Nope, they still got it messed up again now. Every time they do a new patch, it screw something up, so I could have gotten killed there by that spring. While we're waiting for that, I want to get those, get these out of here. Since we do get full price for them, you no longer get that discounted rate. Go up here. Front shock absorber. Let's get this baby on. Really, and it takes N-Link A's, which I bought N-Link B's. So once again, I should have known when it took the shocks like that. So we can save this for another build. Damn it, this radiator getting in my way, man. Come on, show me something I can... There we go. Front shock. They need to still work on the camera angles, because the camera angles are very screwed up. Alright, what do we need up here? We need... obviously ventilated. Let's see, probably we're gonna try and go for about 2 to 2.5 hour mark. Let's get all our brake parts lined up here. Yeah, we're gonna get our wheels and tires going too. We're gonna do one of the. We're gonna do this all the way around. So let's get some rims for this car. What do we want? Something to make it kind of pop. I kind of like these ones. $5,000 in rims. Wow. Going in the poorhouse here. Anywhere from 2 to 2.5 hours. Raised tire. Yes, because we need 5 tires. There's $3,000 in tires. Let's walk past our tool bench where we get oddly hung up on it. Yeah, those rims are gonna look really good on this car. I like them already. Balance them. Seeing how they finally fixed the bug here. I was just doing it ass backwards. We need these that aren't balanced. Take another set. Oh, I like the way the chrome is hitting the lights on these. Chrome spokes, black hub, black lip of the rim. Good combo. So we got our third one balancing, fourth one being mounted. I love how they spin it up and you actually get to see what the rim would look like if it was driving down the road. take this, put this over here, this one here, and this one, balance it. Spend a lot of time sitting here just as a balancer. Which still sounds like a washing machine. Come on. Alright, now that we got all 4 wheels. Oh, easy there, Turbo. Oh, that's gonna fit perfect. Absolutely perfect. Liking the look of that. Get around to this last corner. Combine those 2 together. Oh. Alright, so there's our car. The suspension and everything is done. Got it back into a roller form. Let's see what we can put back together in here before we drop the engine back in, because we still have to disassemble the entire engine. Put it back together. We're gonna need a battery. So we get our $170 supercell here. Get all that put together. We just need, what are those? Front exhaust pipe BV8s. So we got those when we're ready. We've got our brake system back in, we got our coolant system back in. Now we're gonna go disassemble a motor. Oh yeah, idler has to come out first. It'll be 5 A's and 2 B's. Or 5 B's and 2 A's. I'm glad they finally fixed the stand. It's so annoying trying to get a motor put back together when it's through the engine stand and turned around backwards. Spin around this way, get our exhaust manifolds off. Get our coil packs off. Take off this head cover. Those off, get our throttle out. Take our intake off. Spin around the car here to get the coil cover off. Pull these coils out. Go up to this head cover. Once we get the head cover off and the cams exposed, we can take the timing belts, the cams, the cam gears, and most importantly, the timing cover. Take that off. Our cam gear and our cam. I'll repeat the process over on this side. Of course, we're still getting the, you can't take the head off yet because we got to pull the plugs out of the head. These funky little assholes out. Now we can take that off. Pistons look alright, fuel filter off. Oop, we found a little bit of a funky piston. Nothing serious though. Piston, crank, and block. Because right now it's doing low output, video low output. YouTube is being stupid. It's definitely not my computer, but it's YouTube's end. One part. Screw it. What is not 100? Hey Thomas. Alright, we already have our exhaust on, so that shit can get sold. I keep the rubber bushings, we don't need that brake caliper. Belt tensioner, that's not good. Oh, we broke the power steering pump. Damn it. Did we break one? No, we didn't break one of the valves. Oh, sweet, we repaired the fuel rails too. All 4 of our cams survived. Great. Both of our heads survived as well. That's even better. So we don't need a clutch plate, but we're going to need other stuff. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. Alright, so the base of everything that we have so far is good. We've got a lot of good stuff on this. So we're going to assemble our newly freshened up. Oh, well, hold up, we need pistons. We need pistons. We also need a belt tensioner, I do know that. We're gonna need our cam gears. The cam shaft is, or all 4 cam shafts are fine. What's up, headphone jack? Or jack for short. Let's see, what else are we gonna need? We're gonna need a fuel filter. Hey, welcome back, Nate. Glad to see you made another one. We're gonna need 2 idler A's and 5 B's. Not 6, 5. We're gonna need 8 coils. We're gonna need obviously a V8 oil filter, 8 sets of rings, 8 pistons, and we did manage to jack up our power steering pump, so we need one of those. Serpentine belt A for the V8 we're going to need. Serpentine belt B for the V8 we're going to need. We will need 8 spark plugs. We're going to need 2 V8 timing belts. Trying to get as many of these parts back together or in my inventory as I can get here. Thank God we don't need push rods. We do need a water pump pulley though. And from the gearbox end, we're going to need a flywheel, a clutch release, and a pressure plate. We've already got a good... There's our oil filter. Not sure what that means. No, get down the rod cap, you retard. There you go. Piston connecting rod. Rod cap. Run through here, get all this. All nice and shiny. No. Rotate. Piston, connecting rod. Rod cap. I'm just so glad they fixed this engine hoist stand thing. We got all that on. I'll need the flywheel put on. Around. We had a good clutch plate. We had to buy a pressure plate, and we had to buy a release bearing, which technically I don't know how the hell we're doing this, but we are. Seeing how you shouldn't be able to do that. Oil pan going back on. And while we're down here, we might as well do the alternator and the power steering pump. Then we'll flip the motor over. And we'll get that thing going. Oh, there's that sun glare. Alright, so head's on. Or going on. We bought our fuel filter. Our manifold survived, so we'll put those in. And we'll put our spark plugs in. our cams in. All 4 of our new cam gears. And of course we have to spin over here and do the other head before we can do the timing assembly here. Now why not? Let's put the cams on first. Who cares? All 4 cam gears are on, which means we should be able to technically put on the timing belt. But we're going to put our throttle on first. But there's no little surprises here at the back of the motor. Our fuel rail's back on. We bought our V8 timing belts, so we're going to slap that on. So that's gravy. Now we're going to put on our timing cover. And the first thing to go in will be the water pump. And I'll put the pulley on that. I didn't buy a crank pulley. We just need a V8 crank. Hey Justin. Idler rollers are going in. Thank God I've done so many of these motors in CMS 2015, I remember exactly how many of each roller it takes. So now we'll be able to put on our belt and the tensioner, which is weird because usually the tensioner is the last thing that goes on. So our cover and then our last roller. We're spinning around and get our head cover back on. We're almost done with this motor. That's the good part. Got our coils. I'm doing great today, finally. Friday night we did 6 hours of the Glen, which was started at roughly about 9:30, 9:45 Central Time, and didn't get over with until about 4 in the morning. What's going on, Brian? So yesterday I was kind of dragging ass, but I got enough sleep finally tonight, or last night, so much better. The difference between the V8 and the overheads, the V8 you don't have to mess with the push rods or rocker arms. The overhead valve means that everything is run off of the camshafts that sit. Well, technically a V8 motor can be a quad cam like this one is, but the camshafts are on the timing belts inside the cover there, versus the push rod where you have to take the valve cover off, then you have to take your rocker arms off, then you have to take your push rods out to be able to take the head out. So the one's an overhead valve and one's a non-overhead valve. I think we pretty much have everything on that motor sewn up. Yep. So we are going to put this motor in our pocket. Go over and get the engine crane. Mr. A. And we are going to put said motor into the car. So over at lifter B, so there's our complete motor. Complete minus one thing, it needs oil. Get the sheep's blood oil in. Well, thank you. I try to do my best. Sometimes get a little bit sidetracked and we kind of get all goofy and weird. Alright, so now we need to get up in here and mount our transmission. Our starter. Our exhaust pipes. What the hell are you talking about? About the wrong ones. Exhaust. Now I got the right ones, which means I need to sell the old ones off. There we go. There she goes. So we've got the exhaust fully connected. Trying to get to a spot on here where I can actually find the drive shaft. Come on, don't be so sensitive. There you go. So we are literally in the home stretch with this car. I kept all those bushings just because. So we're going to drop this. We're going to take it into the paint booth. We're going to put all the body panels on it. And that will clear up the Imperator, and then we'll have the Spectre Fastback right there to work on. Alright, so let's take one look again. We haven't played GTA 5. I haven't done that in well over Imperator. Well over a year. So you might have me confused with somebody else because I don't. Whoa, caps lock was on but it still worked. That is the good thing about this game. It does give you a good general idea on how the mechanics goes. So now we're going to put in all our little body parts here. Glad to see that the body part glitch is gone now, where it would duplicate all the body parts. Make our way around to the back. We're going to put the rear window, the deck lid, taillights in, and our rear bumper. So now we have, for the majority, a two-tone Challenger-esque looking car, new era Challenger looking car. So I've got an idea for license plates. What do we want for a plate? We want something I haven't done forever. Let's put Maryland plates on it. Seeing how this isn't a legitimate muscle car, it's getting plates that prove it. Our phony pony, because it's not a real. It's the phony pony. Alright, so let's check out what liveries this has. Carbon fiber, hood, yeah, okay. Ooh, holy crap. Okay, I'm kind of liking where that's going. Oh, I like that too, though. Let's see what we can do messing around with this one here. And the hue, the saturation up. It's like fucking Jeff Gordon threw up on this car. Let's try the other one. Something might look a little bit better. Trying to get that good blend going to the back. Who cares? Alright, now we're going to move this car back to... Well... How is... Oh, it's on lifter A, duh. Yeah, finally. I was getting a little annoyed with the liveries. That's not the prettiest car, but yeah, it'll work. If it has a complete interior in it, which it does. Oh, I see something else we didn't do too. We got some rust on them quarter panels. There we go. Now she's nice and straight. A splotch in my paint. Where's the reflection? I'll move it behind. That actually doesn't look too bad, but it doesn't look that good. Fired up like a champ. I don't let you rev it. Interior looks pretty good on it. So we'll get 80 grand out of this car. Yep, I do want to sell it. Now we will move into the Salem Spectre Fastback. Now we got the damn engine hoist in the way, but... Alright, you know what? We can't do it yet because we gotta do the we must pull out the gearbox. And the rear window. And all this. Gots to go. Body parts are yanked. Oh, the battery's back here. Yeah, I could have done it. I didn't want to do it. You know, I haven't tested the parking glitch yet, but I'm kind of hoping it's not there still. But I haven't seen an option to upgrade your parking, so... that would indicate to me, to the best of my knowledge, that once you fill up your garage and you add another car, you're screwed because they'll start deleting cars out. Which is why I've been taking them on like one at a time. I don't want to take the chance of actually spending money on a car only for it to say, nope, guess what, you can't do it. We're going to get rid of it because I lost one of my Tempest Magnums moving it to the garage. We need these off too. Start her out. And while we got easy access to it, we're going to go ahead and take the clutch plate and flywheel off. And hell, while we're at it, let's just destroy this whole car here. Might as well, seeing how we've got it up in the air, and it'd be kind of senseless to go up and down and up and down. Yeah, there's a lot of space. You can put about 12 cars, about a dozen cars before it fills up. Oh look, those are the shock absorber Bs, which I freaking sold earlier because the Imperator used A's. Good thing this thing is held up by the body. I have a spring. No, they still haven't fixed that glitch where you take the backer plate off before the no. Backer plate off before the wheel drum cylinder. It's gonna be a while before we get to any interior, seeing how we're in the middle of stripping this car down. Gutting. Oh, yeah, let me take these out. I'll probably have to buy more bushings. Nope, that's accessible from the engine bay because it's an engine part. Stop trying to take it off. Double wishbone out. Get the rim out of the way. Bearing. That's totally realistic. I click on the brake pad and it goes to the oil pan. Sounds legit. now we can drop that. That's all of those parts. We'll rip out the motor. Pull the radiator out. No, that can stay there for now. We'll need it. Add this motor to the... Look at that. It's so awesome seeing it the right freaking way for once. So you're hearing either fix or destroy parts. A lot of parts. Look down, I don't want those. Nope, 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 nope. All this shit must go. Our exhaust looks pretty good, minus the main pieces. Oh, we broke a leaf spring. Not cool. I've never been able to get a fuel tank all the way to 100. Ooh, we broke a knuckle too. Oh, another cross member busted. Yeah, the battery charger still has the problem with duplicating batteries. That's the only reason why I don't use it right now. The hell is Precision SSC? Because I forgot to run that when I turned the computer on. And of course MSI Command Center as well. There's XSC, there's Command Center. There we go, now I can move that up there. It's not really running too much hotter than it normally would be. Oh, never mind, I just took a spike there. System fans. Get those up. There we go. Now I've got my computer spooled up fan-wise. Alright, now that we've got all that together, we're going to start stripping this motor apart. Start the front with our fan. I guess we'll go front to back on this one, seeing how I went ass backwards on the last one. Back it up a little bit there. Plug wires out. Spin it around to get the other clip off. Now we'll do the timing cover on here. Pull the cam out after we get all that good stuff out. That was a 2-carb, wow. They actually both look really good. I don't think we'll be buying carburetors this go around. Now the fun part. 16 push rods, 16 valve rockers. So let's take all these freaking rocker arms off. Now rinse and repeat the other side. Rocker arms out, and then we still have to endure the joys of, god damn it, flipping the block over. You know what, screw it, I'm gonna pull the push rods as I work my way down. Screw it. Engine head off, and then we'll be able to flip the motor over. Alright, let's look in here. Don't look too bad. Crank's a little slightly rusty. But this is an old car. Probably has an old motor out. We got a little bit of a fouled some wear and tear on these pistons. I like how tiny the bolts are that hold the rod caps on. Get our last bolts off here. Ain't that. Engine is disassembled. Now let's go back over to our gigantic repair bench and see what we can fix. Oh, ignition coil took a shit. Well, let's just run through and see what was fixable and what wasn't. So, as of right now, these are all our suspension parts because we did suspension and motor. Belt, coil, Filter, filter, yep, there's a bunch of stuff in here that got messed up. We're gonna need a distributor. Good news is all that survived. That survived. That survived. We broke a rod cap. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rod caps. And we broke a crank bearing cap too, so alright. See how it is. We have a rod cap and a crank bearing cap right off the bat. We still in the specialty shop. We need a, most likely we need a V8 overhead cam gear. Need one of those, one of these. Definitely one of those. We need the coil, we need our distributor. We need our wires. A plug, or filter, excuse me. 8 sets of rings. 8 pistons. No, I did not say exit. Rocker arms, 16. Rod cap, I think we only needed 1. We needed the air filter. We need belt A overhead valve. And belt B overhead valve. 8 plugs. Timing chain for the overhead valve, regular one. Valve push rods, 16 of those. I know we'll need a water pump pulley. Alright, let's see what we're missing. That's the power steering pump. Yep, I knew it. Knew it was the power steering. This time we'll worry about doing flywheel stuff until it's back, the engine's back in the car. It's down. Focus on the piston, damn it. There you are, hiding, you bitch. You bitch. Alright, so that's gonna wrap up the underside of the engine. Now we need to flip her around. Oh, they fixed the whole mechanics of the engine stand. I'm so much... It's so much easier to work on these things now. I mean, so much. I'm gonna bolt on the, might as well do it one by one, see how it's pretty much an uphill battle anyway. We got that side, we can go ahead and put the cam in. Distributor. The gear. Chain. Timing cover. That should be the water pump. The pulley. Our belt. Our other belt. The fan. The rotor. Cap and then clips. Okay, so we've got pretty much the majority of the motor put back together. We just now have to put the left head on, exhaust, spark plugs, rockers, rods. You can't put a supercharger on anything yet. Unless you go into the editor and do it, you can't put them on. You can't do engine swaps. You can't do anything yet. intake back on. And throw our carbs on them. I know survived. They looked brand new when I took them off. Put our air filter. Let's put our cover back on. So the motor is done. So we're going to put the motor in our pocket. Crane is still sitting here. We're going to add the engine. Get the engine lift out of the way. So you can see all the parts we had left. Pretty sure the radiator is still good. Yep, radiator's in. Cap in with it. I know we're gonna need a battery because I didn't buy one. Now that we got all that in, we can go ahead and take care of the underside of this car. Get it thrown back together. Get body panels on it into the paint shop. Oh, I see it needs some rust repair. What if I could do it while it's in the air? I'll watch a specific point on this car here. Yep, you can. I don't tell you where you can put it. Drive axle in. This is going to take 2 shock absorber Bs. I know we destroyed one of the leaf springs. Inner and outer tie rods. I think we fucked up our cross member again too. And we'll find out. Both of those are good. We got all 4 U-bolts. Makes me happy. No, I don't think we have any small rubber bushings left. Oh yeah, we do. Look at that. We have exactly 4 remaining. Perfect. No, we got only 1 of those. Figures. So we're going to need, out of the brakes, we're going to need a drum wheel cylinder, and we're going to need 2 brake drums. Also gonna need L fuel tank, yep. Back to the engine side for a second. Our brand spanking new leaf spring that we just bought on. Cylinder, brake shoes. Gotta put the leaf springs and the plate on first because I'm not doing that before the tire prompt comes up. Maybe we had one of those, and one of these, and one of those, and one of these. from? Now I know this car had Craygrass looking rims on it, so we're going to order 4 of those. We're going to stagger them. Had these rims on it. So we're going to do 2 17s and 2 19s. And for shits and giggles, we're going to use the vintage tire on it. So 17, we need 2 of them. Let's go with a 225 front. And the rears are 19s. I'm going to go with a 275 rear. So now we can go over and balance everything. So get it mounted. That looks pretty cool. Get our other tire going here. Waiting for the internal balance. Take that, take this. So now we got our fatter rear tires being mounted. We're still balancing the front tires. The second rear tire getting mounted. Our RF Goodwin Strong XTs. Take that tire off. That one off, put this one on the balancer. Yes, we want to do that. And since we have one of our back tires, we're going to go ahead and put it on. $225, $225, $275, that's the one I want. And here my other one still going. How long does it take to balance a fucking tire? Alright, so we got all 4 of our tires. $275. There's our rear. Now we need to go up here. Well, I'm standing on top of the freaking welder again. Only had 1 knuckle, and of course we boned the cross member. Suspension, I think it was cross member C. Then we're gonna need 12 of those. Damn it. It's cross member E. But that'll give us a good excuse to get another knuckle C. Got our upper control arm mounted. Pretty sure we already got the inner tie rods. Yep. And our adders. We need front sway bar B, which is going to be while we're up here. Then here get the end links. I don't think what else we're going to need. Now we're going to need another housing. Then we're going to need all our brake parts. Need front exhaust pipe 2. Overhead valve C. That added, our sway bar in. Our sway bar end link. Get our rubber bushings in the cross member done. Now we're going to take this opportunity, once I get unstuck from the welder and all that shit, to go over to our spring pooler. And now magically it's fixed. This game can be so janky. Look at our inventory, we have that we don't need, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this. In our drive shaft, our starter, our gearbox, we're going to need a pressure plate and a release bearing in the flywheel. Flywheel, release bearing, stupid. So this is a Spectre, so we're going to have to go to the body part shop. We've got the Fastback. And that's the newer Mustang there. Oh, look at duplicated body parts. Good job. Because they're both at 100%. Assemble mode, rear window. Taillights are in. Apparently I already did that. Alright, so we've got our stand style 1719 rim spacing here. Oh, the fuck, it was asking me why I wanted all those other parts, because it's not there. Alright, is there any stupid liveries here? Okay, I can go with that. Pearl. Brightness. Oh, damn, that actually looks good. Move this to lifter C. So I can take this. Move it to lifter C. Oh damn, check that out. It says Fastback on the back. That's sweet. So we're gonna move the car behind. This one actually looks pretty badass for an old Mustang. Moment of truth. Fired right over. Sweet. And we'll get 46 grand for the car. Take a quick look. Is there any barns? Nope. So now it'll come down to either taking customer jobs or going to the auction house, which obviously I really don't care about it. So that was pretty much what we wanted to accomplish this time around. We did our Salem Salem Spectre Fastback and our Delray Imperator Restos. Our shop is finally empty, so with that we're going to quit and save to the menu, and that'll go ahead and tag this one as done. And I've got some other stuff to do and then race to call the night, so that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. We're right around an hour and 40-minute mark. And we'll figure out what we're going to do for episode 14. So hopefully that won't be too far out. And as always, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, like, share, and we'll see you next time.